Hello and welcome to Mon Jardin, Oakwan. I'm Erica and I haven't done very many videos recently, so I'm going to kick it off with a tour of my garden as it is for the spring of 2022. So this will be the start of getting things going, and I'm sure we'll look back at this and go, oh my gosh, hopefully we'll look back and it'll be so green and lush. So I guess buckle up, because here it is. I'll flip the camera around. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start over here by the gate where the roses are and these lovely cattle panels that are hanging out. So I'm in the process of tilling this up and cleaning it up for tomatoes, and I'll have like a little video of that. You'll get to see all the ins and outs of that, what I did to get that going. And I have already started some radishes. I did do a TikTok of it, so you can see how I did that, and I may even post a video, but I do have video from I think the fall where I started some radishes in these little trays, but so far they're doing pretty well. We had a big rain today, so, and then there's some marigolds waiting to be placed in their spot. These rocks I got from my parents' property, and I'm gonna start using them to make my beds from now on, I think, just because they're free and they're gonna last a long time. So yeah, and they kind of make it cottagey. I'm just kind of like in the midst of getting it put together and everything. So this is the area last year where I had some herbs on a pallet, which they're sitting right there. The ones that have come back, they're sitting on the pallet. So not too many of them came. Looks like they made a return, but some thyme. And then what is this actually? Lavender thyme? Did I remember that? Maybe. I don't know. Just some random stuff that I had. Some Germander and stuff like that I was checking to see. You can see like little sprouts in some of them, so I was worried to give them a toss, you know. I had them sitting like across here. Then we had this pathway, and because I had cilantro in the pots and they went to seed, they decided to volunteer here in this pathway, so I'm not mad at it at all. And then this is where the tomato forest was last year, and then the cucamelons up on the trellis there. This year we still have those saffron that I did in the fall there. I went ahead and left them there. They seem pretty okay with it. We did mulch them up, but inside there you can't really see them, but we did some leeks. Maybe you can see one tiny one right there. And then there's the tomatoes that we did a few weeks ago, or about a month ago or so. And then on the other side there are some more leeks because we ran out of room. And then I put some cabbages over there, but something ate it during the day. I'm not sure what did that, and we kind of left that open there in case we wanted to plant some cucamelons, and we didn't get the onions out in time or something like that. I moved the Greenstalk here, and so far I just have some greens. Like I have some little kale, and then I have spinach, and then I think it's spinach on the other side too. So far that's all I have there. I don't know what that is sprouting up, but I hate to take it out because it could be something pretty good. The other thing is it's down in here somewhere, kind of towards the middle. Let's see if I can get in here without squishing something. Right there. If you can see it, there's a teensy little plant there, and I really think it's a tomato. So we mulched around it also, and to see if a tomato will come up. You can kind of see a leek right there too. Or actually, that's an onion. Different type of onion. So, move on over here. And this is where we had the peppers And the Brussels sprouts, last year, probably will do the same thing with the peppers, but I guess we'll probably see. We cleaned up this whole bed, and then I put topped it up with some topsoil and compost recently. Some little squirrel put their little walnut in there or something, whatever that is. Got some Brussels sprouts that I put in over here yesterday, kale, and then these are romaine lettuces. And then there's little tiny Romanesca broccolis, and then twister cauliflowers that I grew from seed. You can kind of see teensy tinies, really teensy tiny guys in the mulch there. So then we'll move on over here to the grapes. You can see they're starting to do their thing slowly but surely. I probably need to prune it up, and I wanted to remove these trellises and put some cattle panels in here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. We'll see though. There's one that I did not plant yet, poor little guy. And then the blackberries, they're coming back stronger than ever, so hopefully we'll have a good harvest of blackberries again this year. And then this bed was okra, and then we had beans, and then the loofah that went crazy and went all over here, all over in this area. Probably will not have loofah on this direction. We'll probably do it somewhere over there, or maybe like along this back way here, so it'll just like all be on the fence this year instead of taking over in one little corner. And then some gravel that I wish I would have chosen a different spot to put it, but for now that's where it is, and maybe one day soon it'll be gone. This is where the carrots were last year. I'm gonna probably clean this out, and then I don't know, maybe even, I don't know what I'll put in there, but something. A little fig tree, it's doing its thing again. You can see some little leaves that are going to be popping up soon. That looks like a little fig that's coming up, so maybe it'll be ready earlier or better this year. Last year I didn't have enough time to, they didn't have enough time to do their thing before summer went away. Then, if you guys remember this crate with my oregano and thyme and then rosemary, and then I had the variegated, I think, let's see, what was it? Pretty sure it was variegated basil. That, of course, you know, the cold demolishes that, but everything else is coming back, it looks like. I'm pretty proud of it. And then I added some more, some romaine lettuce here, and then spinach. And I'm not sure what this is, but I didn't want to move it because I thought maybe it was a volunteer. So I guess we'll see at some point. Oops, sorry. I guess we'll see. And then this is pretty much empty. We'll say it looks like there may be a beet coming in right there. So I don't really want to touch it. We have something that it could be. Like I say, I really like those volunteers, but we'll see. So I'm gonna probably do some business to the soil and then add something in there. So there's nothing going on over here yet. We've got some plans. And then we've got our apple trees. So we've got, can you see my pile of wood there? This one is the wine sap dwarf that I got on sale at Sanders last fall. Look how pretty these little blooms are. So cool. And I got the leaves coming in, so I'm pretty happy that it is not dying. I was really worried because we lost the golden delicious. So yeah. And then this is my Macintosh, and I'm pretty proud because look how nice these little blooms are. Looking good. So pretty. And then we've got the just like spent soil heap here, and I think this might be chard. You guys will probably maybe can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is Rhubarb Chard. If you know what it is, let me know. We also put leaves. We just kind of like throw everything in here. I wouldn't say it's a compost pile, but we let the pine needles fall, and then we just like throw everything here. Coffee grounds, whatever we think should go here. There's some stuff coming up over there. And then all this other random junk that we have. Then I brought all of my little pansies and violas, excuse me, from front over here. They smell so good. And look, I have some rosemary or some lavender coming back. Yay! We need to get all the weeds out of there. Some of the mums that are coming back. This lavender topiary is making its comeback. It just needs to be cleaned out. I think this one's done, but I guess we'll see. But look how so precious. These plants are loud today. Some more mums and pansies. And then just like little things around. It's probably weeds, but we're gonna just pretend like it may be something really cool. And a big storm came the other day and knocked my trellis apart, so I'm gonna have to do some repairs on it. And then I put this blueberry. This was a blueberry bush that was in with the blackberries and grapes that was getting taken over. So I pulled it up and put it in here to kind of like maybe salvage its life a little bit, but we'll see. Then just have like, you know, just random windows and stuff, bunch of crap back here. But I have a blueberry tree that is blooming that I need to get in the ground. This poor little angel. And then the biggest and best thing of all that's happening for this summer is this. Ta-da! My friend built this for me. I collected quite a few windows and he collected some too. So then he built this and we got the door for free, just randomly picking and stuff. Or actually I think his son had that one, had the door. And as you can see, I've got the rocks here from my parents' house and I've chilled that up too. So I'm gonna start filling it in with soil, topsoil and compost. So I can have like an herb garden, maybe like a little, I don't know, happy hour garden, or what did I call it? Beer garden. Get some hops and things like that. And like just random little herb garden. But some of these weeds are persistent. So I think I may just figure out something to put some rocks there or something like that. But to keep those weeds from doing too much damage. So I'll go ahead and bring you in here like this and show you what we've got going on currently. So this is like almost the middle of April. Got loads and loads of tomatoes that I started from seed, and some of it, as you can see, I don't know what the difference is. I think it's whenever I put them in here, they didn't necessarily have their true leaf yet, but they're still fighting. And then I've got some Juliets that the nursery, that I bought from the nursery, because I don't have some seeds for them. I'm not sure that I can find any, but I come in here and kind of flick these, even though I know we're supposed to take those off before we plant them, but I like to keep them going. And see, there's some of them that they're just, I don't know if it's gonna happen for me on these. But got my olive trees in here too. Brought the citrus trees. I got some ferns. Then there's peppers, beets, and all kinds of different veggies in that tray. Some more tomatoes that are doing great. And then some more tomatoes, more peppers, and then just like eggplants. And these are like those butterfly peas. Peppers, eggplants, peppers. Let's see here. I think this is supposed to be, yeah, baby Bubba okra. Some more peppers, and then some stuff that I got from the nursery and from plant sales that, you know, I can't really go to a nursery or a plant sale without buying something. And my beautiful, lovely neighbor got me this hibiscus. I'm so happy about it. It's so pretty when it's when the bloom is fresh. That's a little clover. There's my bay leaves. And we've got some basil going. For some reason this basil, it's taken an awful long time to do too much. And then these are some more peppers. Got some Anaheims and some Phileas Blue back here. And we've just got all sorts of different things here. Let's see. Like this is that interesting cucumber. They're like brown. Some Boston pickling cucumbers. Mexican sour gherkins. Getting them going. Those were my absolute favorite, if you guys can remember last year. They were on that trellis. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen again. Let's see. I won't go through all these, but let's see here. Oh, these are early jalapenos. And then just some other random fun things. So you guys know that I'm doing more. Oh, well, no, this is pink celery. I was gonna say, just so you know, I'm doing more than just veggies and herbs. Agastache. I do have some of that. I don't think I'm saying it right. Agastache. Not sure. And then this is a tray that is just like all herbs. On my Instagram, you can see what I have in here. I wrote a list, and it starts with 1, like right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and goes up to 20. And they're all the same in each row here, but pretty soon I'll have to up-pot them. Might need to do that on some of these before they get a little sad. So then I've got some more things over here. These are the cutest little things. They're artichokes, or excuse me, asparagus. I say that every time. These are asparagus. Look how tiny they are. So once I plant them, it'll take, you know, a couple years before I can harvest them. I'm not sure what those little guys are. It looks like, oh, fennel. Yeah, Florence fennel instead of Florence Pugh. Then these are little grasses, like wheat grasses, black tip wheat. I thought they might be kind of nice. They're ornamental, so I think they'll be pretty nice. And then my cute little nasturtiums, just like random little things here. I forget that I've labeled that one. Gomphrena, so cute. Then over here, Mr. Mosley, we've got some beans going. This is a cute little orange hat tomato. Trying it out in the bigger pot. But yeah, and then down there I've got some more stuff that I got at a different plant sale that was at a church. Got some citronella, like a little, I think this is devil's backbone is what it's called. And then some cacti, interesting little cacti. And then chamomile. Got these cacti, all these actually, each pot were only $4 each. So couldn't really pass that up. But yeah, so that's the greenhouse. What we got in there is my poor little citrus plant, lemon tree. And the variegated lemon tree is blooming. I've been putting it out, but we don't really have any pollinators right now. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Some little, pretty sure I put a different type of nasturtium in here, but then these are like some sort of melons or something. I can't remember. But, okay, so now that I talked about my awesome greenhouse, I figured I would post it like this so that whenever I talk to my friend that built it for me, that we can answer some questions that anybody has, as far as, you know, I don't know what questions might come of it. So I will say most of the windows came from Facebook Marketplace, and I wasn't going to pay any more than $4 a window. So you might put what you think would be, you know, a reasonable price and then go from there. Some of them I got for free. We did get down to the wire and needed one more wooden one. And so my friend Kim, thank you Kim, gave me this one that's like right there. So I'll always remember her because it's like right there and we needed it. So but anyway, yeah, so, oh yeah, I didn't, so here's my current Greenstalk right there. But I have another one that I bought for myself for Christmas, and I'm gonna put it right there. So I do also have a garden tower. The garden tower project is what it's called. So I think I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. Not quite sure yet, but I'm sure it'll probably be like somewhere around in here, or like maybe behind me, maybe like here or something off to the side. But we've got plans for this area that's like kind of like right here. There's like a circle that we're wanting to do here, and then my daughter's wanting to do like a pollinator garden. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so all right, well, I guess that's all. This is probably going to be the longest video ever. Also, look how pretty the sky is today. So pretty. Okay, anyway. Well, with the birds squawking, I guess that means that I should say goodbye. So happy, I guess, garden tour day. I'll see you guys later.